record. Here we go. How's everybody doing tonight? Thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs halfway. Yeah, I'm kind of halfway. I'm glad everybody's here. And we're just gonna start with just kind of getting settled, getting situated. Oh, and if you chose some oils, I'm not sure what I'm feeling tonight. That's the theme of today for me. I don't really know what I need. So just pick something that speaks to you if you are using that. Or maybe you choose to light a candle or just sit still or have one of your fur babies around. And if you're playing along with the playlist, we're going to start at the beginning. The first song is the Thrive Over Survive playlist if you're watching later. So we're going to start on the first song in 3, 2, 1. Just take a second to get really grounded. If you're not familiar with that word, it's just kind of arriving in the present moment, arriving in your body. For me, it's feeling less like a whirlwind and more like, oh, okay, I'm kind of settling. We're just sitting in easy pose. And if you ever have any struggles with this, you're welcome to do what I just did, which is fold up a blanket and kind of put it so you're sitting on the corner. Just kind of readjust your hips into a different position, and it's more comfortable for me. So just breathe. Stilling your body, stilling your mind, hopefully. Just being in the moment. Whatever you've gone through today or this week, just kind of letting it melt away and keeping it out of the room for this hour. And on your next in-breath, breathing in through your nose for the count of 4. And breathing out for a count of 4. In for 4 through the nose. Out for 4 through the nose. In for 4. Out for 4. In for 4. Out for 4. One more, in for 4. And out for 4. And just let your breath return to whatever rhythm it was doing before. Or whatever rhythm you want right now. Just take a second to think about what your intention is for tonight. Maybe it's just to show up and practice. Maybe it's to quiet your mind. Maybe it's to breathe. Whatever it is, just kind of get that picture in your mind. And just commit to yourself that you're going to show up in that way today. And the intention I offer for us all is just to be present and take care of your own body, do what your own body wants you to do. If it's hungry, if it's thirsty, if it needs to move in a different way, just listen to it. And let your eyes open whenever you're ready. And inhale your arms up. Clasp your hands together, palms go to the ceiling and just stretch. And on an exhale, bring them back down. Inhale, shoulders to ears, making little circles. So as you exhale, letting them kind of go down your back. Inhale, bring them up towards your ears again. Exhale, round back. Inhale up. Exhale, round. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist to the left. So your left hand comes behind, right hand to your knee. Just look over your left shoulder. Inhale, arms back to center. Exhale, twist to the right. Look over your right shoulder. Inhale, center. Do this on your own breath. 2 more rounds. So here's our second round. Third round. You even feel your back popping. And after that, you're inhaling to center and let your hands just come down to your knees. With your hands on your knees, inhale your chest forward, your head forward, seated cat. Ignore my dog out there. Exhale, round over, seated cow. Inhale, cat. Exhale, cow. One more time. Inhale, cat. Exhale, cow. And come back to center. Inhale your left arm up and just kind of bring it over. So your right arm kind of becomes a kickstand. You're really just feeling the stretch in your lat, your side body. Just kind of warming up everything we'll need tonight. And exhale, just coming back down. Inhale, right arm comes up. And again, you're just stretching. And exhale, coming back down. 2 more rounds. Inhale, stretch over one side. And exhale back down. Stretch, inhale. Exhale down. Last round, inhale. Exhale down. Inhale. And exhale back down. Bringing your hands to your knees. We're just going to inhale tall and exhale, coming around, using our body to make kind of circles. Inhaling as we come up. Exhale as we come down and around, creating those circles with our body. Inhale up. And exhale down. And then when you get down, reversing course. So inhaling your way up. Exhale back down and around. Inhale up and down. Last one, inhale all the way up. And exhale. And then just come back to center. And placing your hands in a space of connection. So it might be prayer hands for you. It might be hand over the heart, hand over the belly, whatever feels better to you. Just taking a second just to kind of notice your breath. Notice where it's coming in and out. Maybe you feel it more in your chest, more in your stomach, more in your ribs. Just noticing it, getting curious about where it's at. And breathing in through the nose, trying to take that breath as deep down as you can. And exhale, sigh it out real loud. Inhale through the nose, taking it as deep as you can. Exhale, sigh it out. Last time, inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out. Just bring your hands back down to your knees. And if you have a blanket under you, just pulling it out and bringing your legs out in front of you. So they're just, let's see if you can see better this way. They're just in front. Our feet are active, so they're not pointed. They're kind of flexed. It engages our hamstrings a little bit better. We're just sitting tall for a second. I'm just breathing, just engaged. And then bringing your left, or let's see, on my camera, it probably looks more like my right, your right foot in for a seated tree. So you're bringing it in so it's coming against your thigh. And again, just staying tall, keeping that outside foot flexed, just growing tall like a tree, just in a different way. Maybe inhale your arms up. They might want to clasp palms and stretch, or maybe they just want to kind of fly around. And then bringing your arms down and taking your hand and kickstanding it behind the bent leg. So you're coming back and just kind of resting on that hand. Inhale your other arm up and your hips up into baby wild thing. So it's like a little hip bridge. And just coming back down. And then just play with this for a couple of rounds, just connecting your breath. Inhaling as you come up, however far you want to come up. And exhaling down. Inhaling up. And exhaling down. Inhaling your back arm up and over, meeting your outstretched toe. And here, you can chill right here, just creating a stretch in your leg. If you want to really surrender and fold over, you can do that too. Whatever feels right in your body. But find what feels right. And we're going to stay with it for about 10 of your own breaths. Just really surrendering, stilling the body, releasing. Maybe even noticing if there's anything from this week or anything emotionally that you're kind of feeling led to surrender or shake off or let melt into the mat tonight. Just staying with your breath, being very aware of it. When your mind races or goes to another topic, just bringing it back. And whenever you have reached your 10 breaths, whatever that looks like, just coming back up to seated. And then bringing your feet together so your soles meet in the middle. They can be out far, they can be close in, whatever feels right in your body. Just letting your shoulders round back, growing tall. Breathing in. And exhale, folding over any amount. It can be right here. It can be all the way over. It can be somewhere in the middle, whatever feels right for you. And again, just releasing. Just remembering how much our hips hold. You got 2 chakras right around there. There's so much emotionally that our bodies hold on to. So breathing in and just letting your body do the work of releasing it. And slowly coming back up to center. And extending the other leg, pulling the leg that was outstretched, leaving it bent, pulling it into your thigh. And again, just growing tall. You can grow your arms up if you'd like. Put them in the air, outstretched arms. Whatever feels right to you. That sensation of growth, of pulling everything you need up from the earth. And then arms come down. Kickstand the arm behind the bent leg. And on the inhale, coming up, then bringing your other arm over and exhaling, coming back down. 2 more times, your own breath. Inhaling when you come up and exhaling when you release. Inhaling the back arm up and over towards the outstretched foot. And again, releasing whatever amount your body wants. Could be just a little bit, can be full onto the ground. You choose what your body needs right now. Just stay with the breath, 10 of your own breaths here. Once again, just noticing whatever you got that you need to kind of let melt off of you and stay on the mat tonight. Just bringing the awareness back to the breath every time your mind strays. Whenever you've reached the end of your breaths, whenever that is, just coming back up to seated. Bringing both feet in together, growing tall on the inhale. And exhale, bending over any amount, whatever serves you right now. You might notice it's different from the last time. That's okay. Just get curious about what might be going on. And just breathe. Every exhale, just releasing more and more of all that you carry. On an inhale, coming back up to seated. This time, just stretching both legs in front. Again, you're growing tall like we did in the beginning. But exhale, just sneak your fingers close down to your toes, right to that point where your low back starts to round, and just stop right there. And breathing in, and then on an exhale, you can walk them a little bit further if you'd like. Breathing in. And on an exhale, you can walk them a little bit further or just fold all the way over wherever your body ends up. And just release. You might choose to hold on to your ankles or to your feet or to your toes. You might want to play around with it if you just are curious what feels better in your body. Breathing in and breathing out. Using your breath as the vehicle to move all the crap that we hold on to, everything we carry in our body, in our emotional self, to just help the breath, just kind of release it, move it through your body. And inhaling, coming back up. Just growing tall again. And coming back into a seated position. Just an easy seat. And just taking a second just to develop some awareness of what all that was like, what you just did. Just notice what's going on in your body, what's going on with your breath, what's going on in your mind. Just paying attention for a second. Just these brief snippets of mindfulness. We don't think of them doing so much, but every time we turn our attention internal, it does something for us. And then coming over onto all fours. Really checking that your hands are under your shoulders and your knees are under your hips. Fingers are wide, so you have a much better grippy base with your hands. And inhale, cat. So this time, real cat. Head comes up, chest lifts. Exhale, cow. Everything rounds over. Inhale, cat. Exhale, cow. Really pushing through your shoulders, getting a good stretch in your upper back, your lats, your shoulders. Inhale, cat. Exhale, cow. Come back to tabletop. Widen your knees just a little bit to wherever it feels comfortable for you. Your feet might come in together if you do that. And exhale, push back into child's pose. You can rest your arms wherever it feels good to you. That might be your head on your hands. That might be your arms to your side, above your head. Whatever feels right in your body. And just rest, release for about 5 breaths here. And coming back to tabletop, bringing your knees back in to where they were before. And this time, bring your hands out a little bit in front of you so they're not quite under your shoulders. We're going to push back into puppy. So just kind of, if you haven't done this before, you don't do this a lot, kind of feels a little bit like child's pose. You're getting this stretch through your shoulders. And then inhale, coming forward and coming down on your belly, elbows bend into cobra. We're going to make a little flow out of this. So just want to take a couple breaths here, make sure you're comfortable. And then exhale back into puppy. Inhale to cobra. Exhale, puppy. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, just come back to a tabletop. Widen your knees a little bit. Take a breath here. Exhale back down into child's pose. I'm going to leave you here for about 10 breaths because my toddler is screaming. So hold on 1 second. Just take a couple deep breaths here. And coming back into tabletop when you're ready. And just knowing this shit happens. And then pushing back into hero's pose, just kind of sitting back. And taking a second again just to check in with your body. Noticing what's going on. Noticing what that brought up. Regulating your breath if that flow in any way kind of brought you out of sync. Or if running to the other room brought you out of sync. And then this time, just coming all the way down to the ground on your belly. However you want to get there. And just resting your head in your hands for a second, kind of pillowing it, really getting contact with the ground, adjusting so it feels okay in your body. And then bringing your hands beside you. So your shoulders are like at a, let's see if I can see this on the camera. So your elbows are at a 90-degree angle. Your elbows are straight out from your shoulders, so it's making like this L sign on each side. It's to protect our shoulders, to make sure that everything's safe. So both sides of my body, I've got my hands, my arms out in this L, kind of like goalposts. And inhale, and exhale your left leg over your body. So you're kind of twisting over a little bit. And inhale, coming back to center. Exhale, right leg over your body. So your hands are staying on the ground. But you'll notice this is kind of giving a twist, and you're feeling a little bit in your shoulders. And coming back to the ground. And then the other way. Inhale back to the ground. Exhale. Twist and inhale back down. One last round. Inhale, twist. And exhale down. Inhale, twist. And exhale down. And then bringing your arms out over your head. So they're straight out. Your legs are straight out behind you. Inhale, right arm, left leg. And then release them down to the ground. Inhale, left arm, right leg. And release. Inhale, right arm, left leg. And release. Inhale, left arm, right leg. And release. Last round. Inhale, right arm, left leg. Release. Inhale, left arm, right leg. And release. And just take a second again to just lay here. You can pillow your head on your hands if you want to. Just embrace the stillness, and over the next couple of breaths, just dip some more awareness into your breath, your thoughts, your body. Just take stock of what's going on. Are you hot? Are you cold? Is your breath shallow? Is it deep? Your thoughts racing? Are they calm? Just noticing. And on an inhale, pushing yourself back into child's pose. You could do it in one fluid motion, or if you want to go to tabletop and then adjust, you could totally do that too. And just resting here for a second. And inhaling back to tabletop. Hate these pants. Inhaling back to tabletop. And then our left arm comes up into it. We open up into a twist. And exhale, thread the needle so it comes through and under us. We end up on our left shoulder with our left palm facing up. And just rest here, breathe. And inhaling back to center. Oh, and taking a breath here. Inhale, opening up your right arm, twisting to the sky. And exhale, bringing it down, threading the needle so it comes through. You end up on your right shoulder with your right palm facing up. And just breathe. And inhale, coming back to tabletop. If you have any hip problems, I don't think I saw any today, but if you're watching this and you have any kind of hip problems or discomfort, don't do this. I'm going to show you a different way. But from here, tip your toes and come up into a down dog. Just take a second just to kind of breathe, maybe walk it out for a sec. And then inhale, look forward and bring your right leg forward and come down on your right outer calf. So you're coming down into pigeon where you're kind of, here's my almost a 90-degree angle, my right leg, and I'm coming down on it. And from here, I might kind of fold down a little bit more to the ground if I want some more sensation. If I don't, I can stay up. If you have any kind of hip problems, what I'd like for you to do instead is from your back, taking your right leg up and crossing it over your left. And then this might be enough sensation. If you need some more, kind of push a little bit on the right, maybe pull in the left hamstring. And this is where you're going to stay as we do this. When we do the other side, you'll just go to the other side. But for those of you in pigeon, continuing to stay there, breathing. Making any little adjustments you need to feel the sensation you are looking for, not what you think you should be achieving. This is not about how bendy we are. It's just about helping our body move our trauma, move our emotions, move everything that we got energetically we're holding on to through our body. Take a couple more breaths here. And then inhale, tipping your left toe and just kind of bringing your right leg back out and stepping back into down dog. Make it any adjustments you need to. Inhale, looking forward. Exhale, bringing your left leg up and coming down on your left outer calf and just settling into this here. Again, you're just looking for what feels right in your body. So it could be you're just chilling right here. It can be that you want to come down onto your forearms. It could be you want to come all the way down. You're just looking for what sensation feels like it is serving you right now. Just breathe. And again, if you're on your back, just crossing over the other leg and you're just looking for the sensation you want. So it could be pushing just a little bit out on that crossed over leg. It could be grabbing the opposite hamstring and pulling it in, whatever you're looking for. And just breathing. Again, you're letting the breath be like the train, just moving through your body, kind of pushing stuff out, pushing it out of the way. Taking a couple more breaths here. And putting your hands back on the mat, tipping your right toes up and exhaling, bringing your left leg back into a down dog. Just taking a second here just to stretch out. And inhale, just coming down into a plank and lowering yourself all the way down to the ground and just resting for a minute. Again, mindfulness, awareness, just bringing your attention to what's going on. Where's my breath? Where are my thoughts? What am I feeling? All the stuff we don't do often enough. Just notice. And then when that feels good to you, coming over onto your back, however you'd like to get there. So you could take a vinyasa and kind of come down a funky way. You can just kind of push up and come down on your seat and bring your legs around, whatever feels right to you. And we're going to pick our feet up off the ground and just hold it here, core engaged, and gradually just let ourselves sink down all the way down to the ground. Wonderful. And bringing our feet up towards our seat so our knees are bent. Just take a second to get grounded here. So that your tailbone feels even. Your shoulders are on the ground. Feet are on the ground. Just notice everything about your contact to the ground, another way that we practice mindfulness. And on the inhale, you might even want to bring your shoulders in a little bit so you're kind of like on the tops of them, almost on your traps. Inhaling, bringing your hips up into a bridge. And exhale, bringing them back down. We're going to link this with our breath a little bit. So you can do it just like this, or you can kind of rainbow your arms over your head to sync with the breath, whatever feels right to you. But inhale for a count of 4 as we come up. And exhale for a count of 4 as you come down. Inhale 4. Exhale 4. Inhale 4. Exhale 4. One more time. Inhale 4. And exhale 4. Now you can totally stay right here. If you have a block and you want a restorative bridge, you can place it under your sacrum. But I'm going to invite you, and kind of in the theme of pulling in our shoulders so much today, I'm going to invite you to come up into bridge and then bring your hands underneath you and lace them together. So you're kind of pulling your shoulder blades in towards one another a little bit. My hands don't come all the way down to the ground. That's just, for me, it's not physically possible, but for you, it might be. So whatever your hands are doing, that's cool. We're just kind of engaging, breathing. Staying with this for 3 more breaths. And whenever you've achieved all the breaths you want, unclasping and then bringing your hips down to the ground, adjusting your shoulders and just bringing your knees into your chest for a hug, kind of hugging your knees in. You might want to rock around, massaging your low back, whatever feels right for you. And bringing your feet back down to the ground. And leaving them right here, picking your hips up just a little bit and moving them like an inch to the right. So they come down a little cockeyed, and letting your knees fall over to the left. So both of them will fall together into a gentle twist. Arms come out to a T. Just release. You might want to look over your opposite shoulder, whatever feels right in your body to complete the twist. Just staying with your breath. And with this one, I think so much of like wringing a towel out, like just we're letting all the extra crap, everything that our body just moved with our breath, we're letting kind of that center channel of energy just kind of wring it out of us. And then inhale, bringing it back to the center, adjusting your hips so that they're even. Just taking a second and move your feet around. And then inhaling your hips up, dropping them about an inch to the left this time, and letting your knees fall over to the right. Again, arms out to a T. You can look over the opposite shoulder if you'd like. And just really call up that imagery of your body, your chakra system, your vagus nerve, however you like to conceptualize how our nervous system works. Just kind of wringing everything out, leaving it on the mat, sending it out of you. Stay with your breath. And exhale, bringing it back to center. It feels right and complete to you. And before we go into Shavasana, just an opportunity for just an inversion. You can totally just bring your legs up right here into waterfall, or you can find a wall or a chair. Like if you have a chair, your feet might come over like this. If you have a wall, you can put your legs up a wall, or wherever you're at, just coming up into waterfall, same way. Getting adjusted. Wherever you're at, just really kind of sinking into it, feeling that sensation again of just everything heading to that center channel of energy where it can do its work, because we moved through some of the blocks tonight. It can move it out of your body. It can help you release, restore, renew. Just breathing. Just taking 3 more breaths wherever you're at. And then bringing yourself back down. You move to get into that position, just coming back to your mat. And I really invite you to prepare for Shavasana by just taking stock of what your body needs. So if you need a blanket, if you need to turn the lights off, if you need a pillow, just kind of taking stock of that, noticing what your body's telling you. Might be a sip of water, whatever you need to relax and really just dip into this restorative state. Just a quick awareness of whatever's going on in your body, scanning from your toes all the way up to your head, just noticing bodily sensations, any places where you still might be holding on to something, stress or anything else energetically, anything that feels uncomfortable, just kind of shifting, making space for whatever it is. And ignoring the dog and inhaling, tensing your whole body up. And exhale, releasing it all down to the ground, just limp and relaxed. Bringing your legs out wide, your arms out wide, just really taking up space. We take one breath in and sigh it out as you drop into Shavasana. And bringing some awareness into your fingers and toes. Letting your breath deepen a little bit. Starting to come back into your body. And rolling over onto your favorite side. Curled up in the fetal position. Just taking a second just to be. And whenever you're ready, just pushing up to seated. Maintaining a soft gaze. Or maybe your eyes are still closed. And just receive for a minute. We're always so busy moving from one thing to another. We never just stop to sit and just be. And just calling up the imagery of just a balloon that you breathe in and exhale into the balloon. Anything you want to let go of, anything you need to surrender before you leave today. Breathing in, exhaling, releasing into the balloon. Breathing in, exhale, release. Just imagining tying the balloon off and letting it go. And you watch it float away. And with it, just feel a sense of lightness that, at least for right now, you've let go of some of the stuff you're carrying. And you can re-enter the world tonight with peace and feeling grounded. And inhaling your arms up. And exhaling at your crown, pausing there. Pausing at your third eye. Pausing at your mouth. Pausing at your throat. And then finally coming to your heart and letting your head bow. And just express some gratitude towards yourself for showing up tonight, for doing this for you, for having these moments of awareness and mindfulness throughout. And the badass in me bows with deep, deep gratitude to the badass in you. We are one. Namaste. Let me stop recording.